¿sabes? Hay maneras, hay sitios donde las reciben y son más económicas, o tú sabes, la garantía está la misma, ¿no? Porque por ejemplo a mi coche lo arreglaron muy bien, ¿me entiendes? Y no me costó $10,000.
Today we're going to talk about verbs like gustar, and verbs like gustar show that something has an effect on a person. There are a lot of verbs like gustar. There's gustar, which means to like, encantar, which means to love, importar, meaning to be important, interesar, to be interesting, and fascinar, which shockingly means to fascinate. To really use gustar well, we have to think about these verbs differently. We have to think about the effect that something has on us. So, for example, those books are fascinating to you. Are you Team Jacob or Team Edward? Chocolate pleases him. Yes, he looks very excited about that chocolate. Horror movies do not interest me. Yeah, no. Social justice is important to them. I hope it's important to you too. Verbs like gustar have two parts. This is where we get into the meaty part of this presentation. The first part is the indirect object pronoun, like me, te, le, nos, os, or les. In order to determine which indirect object pronoun to use, think about who you are talking about. Who is affected by whatever it is that we're talking about, like them or you. The second part is the conjugation of the verb. Now this is the easy part because we only use one or the other. We're either going to use gusta or gustan. Only. Never anything else. The verb refers only to the what it is that you're talking about, like cake or cats. Cake. Yum. Cats. Silly. So if we want to look at an example, let's do chocolate interests me, because let's be honest, it does. So if we want to break this up into two parts, we have to look at the what. What is interesting to me? And we also have to look at the who it is that chocolate is interesting to. Another example, cats do not fascinate me. True story. Again, we have to look at the what, cats, and the who, me. A question to ask yourself. Is the what in this sentence singular or plural? If it is singular, you simply use the third person singular form of the verb, like gusta, fascina, interesa. We also know this as the él, ella, usted form of the verb. For example, me gusta el pastel. If the what in your sentence is plural, you're going to use the third person plural form of the verb, like gustan, fascinan, interesan. We also know this as the ellos, ellas, ustedes form of the verb. For example, no me gustan los gatos. Now, a second question to ask yourself. Who is the who in your sentence? Me gusta el pastel. No me gustan los gatos. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about myself. So if I'm talking about myself, I'm going to use the indirect object pronoun me. If I'm talking about you, I'm going to use te. If I'm talking about him or her or you formal, like usted, I'm going to use le. If I'm talking about us as a group, I'm going to use nos. If I'm in Spain and I'm talking to you all informally, I'm going to use os. If I'm talking about them, like other people, or you all in a formal setting or in any other country besides Spain, I'm going to use les. Okay, a few final notes. If the thing that is liked is an action rather than a noun, the conjugated verb is followed by an infinitive. For example, me gusta nadar. To say you don't like something or something does not interest you, just add a no at the beginning of the sentence to make it negative. No me gustan los melones. True story, they make fruit salads awful.